How's it going, YouTube, and welcome to the start of what could potentially be a new series here on the channel, and it is on Arena Breakout Infinite. Now, I didn't play this game during beta, and I know I'm a little bit late to actually playing the game overall, but I thought I'd check it out because I do enjoy Tarkov. I do enjoy the looter shooter genre of games, so I decided, you know what, why not try out a little bit of Arena Breakout Infinite. Now I'm going to keep the face, and I'm probably going to go with this hairstyle right here. We could go with bold because, if I'm honest, that's where I'm heading with the genetics that I have in my family, but for now we'll go with a little bit of a skin fade that looks like. Anyway, regardless, hair color is perfectly fine, and obviously the name will be the name of the good old channel, which will be Decode. And we are ready to confirm our operator here in Arena Breakout.
I'm Joel, your instructor. I'm going to help you get acquainted with this place.
So we have Joel that's going to help us get acquainted. Apparently, we've got game mode, which is essentially just the same as Tarkov, I do believe. Prepare your gear and supplies for the Dark Zone, enter the Dark Zone, collect supplies on the map, and extract. So yeah, pretty much exactly like Escape from Tarkov. So if you go to storage,
an operator
we have a bunch
didn't make it out
of
of the farm.
starting gear here.
His stuff is yours now.
So we do have some stuff from someone that didn't
The
survive.
Dark Zone is easy to enter, but hard to leave. Here's a list of equipment and supplies you'll need to bring with you.
Okie dokie. So we need a primary weapon, a helmet, body armor, chest rig, and backpack. So of course, we'll go with the AK. We'll go with the F70 as our helmet, because that's all we have at this present moment in time. Chest rig, so you can actually roll up
Weapons and armor won't
chest
be
rigs
enough.
and the backpack.
You'll also need
which is
plenty
quite
of
nice.
ammo and meds if you want to get back alive.
Obviously ammo and meds, so we need 3 or more magazines in the chest rig, so we'll put 3 magazines in there. First aid kit we'll put in our pocket. 2 or more is apparently required, so put 2 of those in. We need painkillers, which we'll put in as well. We need a surge kit, which we'll put into our rig. We need bandages, which we will put into our pocket. And then we also need some ammunition, which again, we'll just pop that into the chest rig. So this is telling us everything with like equip tips and stuff. Obviously different ammos, different backpacks, etc, etc, bleeds, all that kind of good stuff, but it is essentially the same sort of premise as Tarkov, so we should be
Let's
okay.
go.
The only downside is,
Remember,
we don't
this
actually
place
know
is
the maps.
dangerous.
Unlike
If you're
Tarkov,
eliminated
we
in
know
the
so
Dark
much in
Zone,
that game. Don't really know too many maps here on Arena Breakout Infinite, but we are about to enter the Dark Zone for the first time. So it is saying, obviously, different types. We've got shooting range, forbidden zone, lockdown zone, and normal. We're going to go with normal to start off with. That's the only thing we can do as well. And we do have the farm map as the only map we're able to enter. So we're going to load into a raid here on the farm map and see how we get on. See if we enjoy the game, but also see if we can end up getting some loot and getting out of our first raid here on Arena Breakout Infinite. But anyway, I'll see you when we are in the raid. Alrighty, so we are in our first raid on Arena Breakout Infinite, and one thing that I did notice straight off the bat is we got into this raid a lot quicker than we have been getting into the likes of Tarkov raids. I don't know what the like the timer and stuff is in terms of being able to get in and out of raids when it comes to this particular game, but we do have our map here. I'm not too sure what the red areas entail, but it does also show our exfils, which is quite handy. I'm guessing some of them have a timer because there is a timer down on the extract to the south of us. So I'm not too sure how that all works out, but it is what it is. We'll learn as we go on. We do have a raid timer in the top left, which is 34 minutes. So we do have a reasonable amount of time here. I've tried to put as many keybinds as possible to be the same as my Tarkov keybinds, just so it's a little bit easier for me to go through the keybinds, like check mags, change the fire rate, all that kind of stuff. So I have tried to ensure that everything's on the Same sort of keybinds, just so, as I said, it's easier for me to navigate as we move through our journey here on Arena Breakout Infinite. And if I'm honest, I'm probably going to end up taking quite a lot of stuff that may not be needed in terms of playing this game to start with, but the more that we play, the more likely we are to obviously go ahead and pick up the correct things that we do need. So you can actually roll up backpacks and chest rigs, as I said. So that's pretty handy to know. We're going to leave the sling backpack. We don't necessarily need that. We don't really have any room for it either. But I do want to take this rig just so we have another rig to our name. Toothpaste, no idea if we need. The battery is something that we probably want to take, so we will do a little bit of maneuvering. In fact, how do I drop this? Delete, no. How do I drop something? Because I want to try and drop stuff, but I don't know what my keybind is for it. So let's have a quick look at control. Keybind, is there something that we can just drop, or do I just have to click and drag it? Discard backpack items X. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Lovely. Go ahead and hit X on that so we can get rid of that, and then we will take the battery, which apparently is something that we do require. Well, not necessarily require, but it is a high value item within Arena Breakout Infinite. Can't necessarily move well because we do have this battery on us, but at the same time, I want to try and explore the map and explore everything in general as much as possible before we decide that we're going to head for exfil. We do actually have a reinforced case, which I do believe is a container, a little bit like the Gamma, Beta, etc. containers in Tarkov. Map-wise, can I set a waypoint? I can. That's got 6 minutes anyway. I'm guessing the red markers might mean potential bosses or potential action. I don't fully know. As I said, this is a game that I have not played in any capacity up until this point. So I am willing to learn everything I can about this game. There are shots over to our left, but this is apparently a dangerous area, so we need to be on our guard and on our lookout, which is fine. We'll certainly try and make sure that is the case. Whilst we are here, but we are kind of waiting for the 6-minute extract that is currently can I stack? I can't stack any more of those. Let's go ahead and discard this, put the grenade down here. And let's see what we have potentially up here in the top of the barn. So we have 20 seconds for this to unlock. And then we can see what's in the safe. Just keep an eye on everything that is going on outside. Make sure there's no one rolling up on us. We have no seconds left in the safe, so we can have a look what's in here. I was hearing those shots, so I was a little bit cautious about obviously taking everything. That's 25, that's 20. Go ahead and drop that, I think. And then we will probably do something like that, because the stuff in the safe I think might be more beneficial for us to have in our container. But we want to move away from this location and start heading towards the exfil. So okay, so marking, we want to mark with our right mouse button. At least we now know how to mark things. And then we will start heading towards that marker to obviously exfil from the map and hopefully have a successful first run. No guarantee, of course, we could run into someone that's been playing the game for quite a while and has a decent kit on them. But I don't know whether people do still run farm with reasonable kits or not, considering this is the first map that you are able to actually get into on the game. Just regain our stamina here. And whilst we regain our stamina, I'm going to try and listen out to anything that might be movement orientated, or shots, of course. Check this jacket, so we have some room to actually go ahead and take things here. Some of this probably don't actually need, but we'll take it anyway, and we'll repack this mag whilst we have the opportunity to do so. But I feel like the more I play this game, the more I'll probably fine-tune keybinds and obviously enjoy the game as a whole. I don't necessarily want to go sliding down there if I can help it, so we will go ahead and use this ramp. But this is a game, much like Tarkov, where I'm going to try and keep the episodes between 45 minutes and an hour. It might potentially become less than that. It might even be like 1 or 2 raids. I don't know how long we'll be staying in raids for, of course, but the more that we play, the more that we'll understand what we do and don't need to take from the maps. We've had a little bit of joy and interaction with, I don't know what they're actually called in this game. They're not scavs, but something very similar. There was a motion shot behind us to the left there. So we do need to be wary of that. That could have been at us. There is every possibility that that shot may have been at us because it was a single shot and then there was no follow-up. I do hear comms in this area, so we do need to be on our guard here. There's an underground area which doesn't have anything in. I thought that was going to lead like underneath the area that we are right now, but it does not. We will, however, take that pipe. So all of the comms seem to be coming from our left. Inside the building there. We don't necessarily need to go in there. We just kind of want to start heading towards exfil. But saying that, I do also want to see... I'm going to go ahead and drop this here and then come back for it. At least that's the idea that I have in my brain. It's a headshot on a Mosin. Or someone that was using a Mosin, should I say. You're a monster! That could potentially be a few headshot kills. Let's go and see what everyone has over here. Okay, so this was a player. I'm going to take nearly everything for now. Kind of want to take the Mosin from them, so we'll go ahead and grab that. Because why not? Torn up helmet. There is a Mosin here. Ideally, I'd like to find some ammunition for the Mosin, which which I'm going to assume this is. We'll put that in here. But our first kid on the board on a player, which is quite nice to see. I will need to repack my mags at some point. Another Mosin. I'm sort of tempted to take the PAS, but I'm not 100% sure if it's worth doing or not. Take the Mosin ammo for sure though. Right, let's go back to our battery that we had over here. Considering it is high value. Probably get rid of this ammo. Okay, I can click and drag. That's nice to know, but we need to at least repack this mag that we have here. What do we want to get rid of is the question. I'll keep the dog tag. We'll get rid of this and this and this and this. We should have enough room to now... We don't have enough space? Oh yeah, we have this. Let's get rid of the notebook and the soap, put the dog tag here, and take our battery, and then we can move on to... excuse me, we can move on to... or towards, should I say, the exfil. We do now have a Mosin, so we have something a little bit more long-ranged. Can you open these gates? You can't, but the extract is over there, and we can take it, it looks like. So that's where we are going to head. Mosin is now full, which is lovely. And we will definitely take this as being our first run. Just need to hopefully survive this exfil. Active 10 minutes after race starts. Okay, so you need 1,500 of the in-game currency for that, so maybe we won't take this map. So we have to go all the way down to the southwest farmhouse, it looks like, for our exfil, which is this way. Okay, let's bring out the AK rather than the Mosin whilst we head back through this area. So at least we now know that the exfil that we were going to take there needs money. You can extract without a backpack. Artificial lake doesn't say anything, so we could potentially head there first. If we go to artificial lake, see if we can take the exfil over there, and then if we can't, we can always head down towards the exfil we were originally going to take. But we are unfortunately going to be hindered again by the battery we have in our backpack in terms of stamina regen, but also just stamina in general. But we will see if this is an exfil we can actually take without any issues up here. I don't know what the green and yellow icons mean. I don't know whether it means like it's definitely an exfil you can take, or whether there's a bit more to it than that side of things. As I said, this is my first raid playing the game. We went through this tutorial and I didn't want to bore you guys with the tutorial side of things, because it's pretty much straightforward, like most tutorials are. Use like WASD to move, your right mouse button to aim, all that kind of stuff. The Mosin is very slow at aiming in at the moment, so I don't know whether it's... Whereabouts are we? We are pointing in the wrong direction for the exfil here, apparently. Okay, so that's closed, that's fine, that's all I wanted to know. So we will have to go down to the farmhouse. does mean we have a little bit longer in raid, which is always nice. A bit more exploring to do. We haven't really done a lot of looting here, but we have got a few kills under our belt. And we have got a kill on a player. Meaning we do have their Mosin, which we can use, obviously, moving forward. We could always take a Mosin and... You're there. There we go. I'll take that. Nice little headshot with the sniper. Do I have... I don't have a tactical device on this. Okay. Sounds like there's someone else nearby. There's an Uzi. Interesting. Let's reload this and repack the mag that we had in the weapon before we decide to do anything else. I think I want to take the battery pack. For sure. You can probably drop your backpack in this game, I'd imagine. Probably the same key binders.
I hear something!
Same key binders, dropping everything else, just hovering over the backpack. I was tempted to take the Uzi, but I'm not overly fussed. And I'm almost certain there's going to be some form of tasks in this game, but we didn't have any to accept before we headed into this first raid. But it might want you to head into raid first, and then after your first raid be like, okay, here's all your tasks. At least that's what I'm imagining. Could be wrong. I thought that was just like a player let down or a dead body or something for a second, but it's not. But we have 8 seconds left before we get out of this first run here. And to be fair, so far I've actually enjoyed playing Breakout. And obviously there wasn't too much in terms of excuse me, there wasn't too much in terms of the player enemies, but I don't know whether that's because we're playing the farm map and it's obviously the first map that you play, or whether it's just a case that we got unlucky in terms of not finding too many people. But we leveled up, which is nice to see. We got some loot out of that. We ended up getting a Mosin too. We had a successful extraction, and we now have the market unlocked, and the weapon modification workbench is unlocked at level 3. So
looks like you know a thing or two about surviving in Kimona. Let me see what you managed to find.
And I wonder whether the first raid you do is kind of scripted, so you don't have to worry too much about other
Sell
players.
this stuff to your contacts or on the
Not
market.
100%.
Then use the coin to buy supplies and improve your odds next time. I've got some nice stuff too. If you're interested, feel free to take a look.
Okay, that's fine. So if you get a mission, we actually now have missions available.
I've got a new idea, recruit.
So successfully extract from farm once. So
Since it's
that's
our
fine.
first time
You can
working
definitely
together.
take that. And then I'm guessing you get all of these other missions from them once you've ended up doing the missions before, a little bit like Tarkov. Do this, unlocks the next one, and so on and so forth. If we go into customize now, we can customize their combat suit, apparently, which is interesting. Obviously equipment, melee weapons, gloves, badges, etc. But I'm almost certain you have to go ahead and what am I trying to say? You have to go ahead and use IRL money for that side of things, which I'm not too fussed off right at this present moment in time. But let's go ahead and make sure that we only take out things we don't want to take into the next run, which is all of this stuff. We'll take the Mosin and the AK. We probably need a bit more ammo, so we'll take some more PP ammo in. Don't have a headset right at this moment, and I don't know. You can get more storage space, I understand that. Bundle coupon, normal items, coupon for basic sets, exchange it for basic equipment and sets. Okay, that's interesting. Don't need it right now because we're okay on equipment and stuff for the time being. But one thing that I've noticed, or don't seem to notice right now, is the fact that we don't actually have like an auto system, if that makes sense. Actually, put that there, put that there, put that there. So we don't have like an auto sort feature unless there is one, and I'm just not seeing it. We do have 2 new mail messages. Hey there, thanks for telling us support. Filling out the survey. Don't know if you get anything from there, so I'm not too fussed. Platform mail, so you get Unknown Warrior Defender Operator. I might as well take that, why not take that? And then we'll head back. So we're pretty much ready to run another raid here. I'm only going to take in 1 weapon, I think, actually, thinking about it. Rather than taking in the Mosin and the AK, excuse me, and the AK, I'd rather get to a point that if I do end up dying, which is probably inevitable, I only lose a singular item. I don't know if we actually need that back.
Everyone in Kimono runs some sort of business. Your contacts might not be your friends, but they can certainly help you.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to introduce you to a medic.
Greetings.
Also,
yeah, okay. So we do have
I've got
medic.
some new medicine in. Is there anything?
And then if you hit purchase, obviously it gives you all of this, which is quite cool to see. And then you can obviously go ahead and buy stuff from...
If you're ever in need of medical treatment.
I've got some new things in.
And then here we get, it looks like an SMG, shotgun, a couple of shotguns, a couple of, well, this is obviously what we unlocked, a couple of shotguns and some magazines. Pretty cool. Pretty cool to see. I'm half tempted to run something like this SMG at some point, but we'll go back in with the AK.
Ah, it's you. I've heard.
Yeah, it's me, mate. And then if you go to market, sell. If we drag here to list, okay, so you can sell it and you can go ahead and put the. So the listed amount is 252602. After transaction, you'll receive 229936 for 12 hours. So this is much like the flea on Tarkov, except it looks like you're able to go ahead and use it pretty much straight away. Might as well list it at the lowest price and see if that can sell. But yeah, we'll run in with the same sort of kit as we had before. Obviously, the covert ops, I'm guessing, is like a scav, so that might be something we look to do in the future. But let's go ahead and hit enter. Tactical ops in normal. Valley is still locked, so obviously farm is the map that we'll go ahead and select, and we'll jump into our second run here in Arena Breakout Infinite and see if we have the same sort of luck as we had before. Obviously, the only mission we have right now is to survive farm, so that is the main thing we want to try and do. But anything else will be a bonus, so let's jump into another farm raid and see how things progress for us. Okay, so raid number 2 here on farm. And of course, our exfils are on the other side of the map. Nothing different or new to be expected there. But obviously, the only thing we have to do, as I mentioned in the loading in, or just before we loaded in, was to survive a raid on farm. So that is what we are going to aim to do here. We could probably leave the... Actually, no, we'll take the bandage just to be on the safe side here. But I like the fact that you can see the estimated value of everything you're picking up within the game. things, you can kind of decide, okay, I want this, but I don't want that, and I want this, but I don't want that. So it does help you with the excuse me, with the looting side of things, which is always a good sign in my opinion. And we are going to loot up everything we practically can for the time being. As I said, there's probably going to be things that you want to take over other things in terms of being able to progress your missions and all that stuff. But right now, for me, I'm just going to go ahead and more than likely more than likely just stick to looting everything. And going from there. That might have been me actually bringing my weapon back out rather than someone else.
Did I hear that right?
Behind us. I hear something or someone below us. There we go. Don't want to stick around for too long in the area that we've pulled the trigger. Obviously this is the area we found the other player in before. A lot of shooting going on this time across the map. We will take that Mosin. Don't have a sight on it, but we will take it. We might potentially need these for the future, so we will go ahead and grab them. I think all of that noise is inside. I think I might hear someone walking behind me, but I'm not 100% sure on that. There. It's the same building that you run in the tutorial. Didn't want to reload, that's the wrong key. Don't have obviously the key to unlock that room. Soap, toothpaste, not really too fussed about either of those. A lot of shooting and a lot of voice lines going on this time around. Do have a shotgun here.
Who's there?
Managed to get another
You're done for. Don't blame me. You did it to yourself.
I kind of want to take this gun, not gonna lie.
Don't be right.
Okay. Let's drop the bandage.
Come on, Peter.
What else do we want to drop here? Probably drop the matches and the candle. Just because I would like to take. The mags for the weapon. Shotgun. Rectifier's worth about 5k. Something like this. Okay. Let's move on. There is a bag that we did not loot back there. But that's fine. Missed my first few bullets there. That was not the greatest aim in the world, but still. We got the kill, that's the main thing. Let's repack our mags real quick. Make sure we have a decent amount of ammo. And then we can look to loot and move on. We do actually have the reinforced case and a keychain. Keep forgetting we have that. What do you have in here, good sir? So you have the same weapon that I've already got. Do you have some more magazines for me? You do. Have some milk as well, which we could actually end up using. Only the one extra mag for the weapon we already picked up. And if I'm honest, there's probably a bunch of rooms that I've missed out on looting in there that might have some reasonable stuff for us. This magazine, another magazine, and some ammo. The drum mag might be worth something, but I don't have the room to take it, and if I'm honest, I don't really know what I'm dropping for it. There might be a sniper actually up in the tower there that we just heard the comms from. So if I'm honest, I'd rather try and move away from this location. We are kind of running towards all of the shots that we're hearing, so we do need to be wary of that. But I think the main objective for us now is to get to our exfil. And then if we get to our exfil, we'll be able to complete the mission. There's shots to our 80 this way. A single shot that's just come out from behind us, although there's some return fire now. A lot of shooting going on in this map this time around. If I'm honest, I wouldn't mind trying to avoid it if I can. Obviously, it's not always going to be the case for us. Not always going to be able to just avoid everything, but there's quite a lot of shots ringing out. A lot of areas that we could loot here, but kind of just want to, as I said, get out of here. Got an Uzi. The Uzi's another gun I'd love to take. How much room does it take up a force slot? We could drop this, I suppose, to take the Uzi, take the mag. Right, let's get to exfil. I think this is one that we're not going to be able to use, maybe? Not too sure. We'll find out when we get here, of course. Ah, no, we can take it, lovely. In that case, we will definitely look to get out of this and get a mission under our belt. Lovely stuff, okay. So, obviously, no operator kills this time around, but we did get what this game's version of scavs are. We got some weapons as well, which is always nice to see. Got another Mosin, unfortunately no actual scope for the Mosin. But I want to see how close we are to level 3. In fact, we are past level 3, meaning we do have the ability now to go ahead and customize our weapons, or modify them, should I say. And then Covert Ops is unlocked at level 4, same with a level contact as well. So I actually take that, that's lovely to see. forget the missions
You've
even,
got potential.
we can
I
go
can't
ahead
wait to see how
and
you
claim
do.
our XP and our money in the game. So we'll go ahead and claim those. So next up, we need to bring back supplies from the farm that have a total value of 50k. So essentially, we need to go to the farm stables and search for a
Remember,
safe.
it's not all about fighting.
We can
Just
certainly
grab
do
the
that, that's
loot
fine.
and go.
But that is that. And as the contact just said, it's not all about fighting. Sometimes you can just grab the loot and go. And if I'm honest, that is some advice that I will definitely be heeding to during the course of playing this game and also playing Tarkov for that matter. We'll keep the nade on us, we'll put the magazines in there, we've got some more ammo for the Mosin here, another Mosin as well, and that is pretty much going to be, excuse me, that is essentially going to be a good start to a potential new series. I think we could probably do one more raid, maybe. Trying to think, what's the recording time at? The recording time's at 42 minutes. Loading in time's actually not that long in this game, so that 42 minutes is more than likely going to be a decent amount of in-game footage, so that's not too bad. But if we go to mod gun, obviously it looks like you can just start modding the gun from the start. So if we just go start assembly, I'm guessing that you can essentially just go through. I don't know whether when you purchase, like when you select something, for example, let's say a suppressor, I don't know whether you instantly buy it or you buy it on the completion of assembly, but the fact that we can now go ahead and mod our weapons excuse me, it's very nice to see. It's also got like a lot of different weapons that we could potentially go through and use as well, so I'm actually really excited to play a bit more of this game. Obviously, I will take any feedback from you guys into account. If it's a game that you're not too interested in, we may not play it on the channel too much, but it's definitely a game that I can see myself playing alongside like Tarkov, alongside Delta Force, which is another game that I want to be trying out here on the channel. And don't get me wrong, not everything is going to be like looter shooter orientated. I will probably end up playing some Fortnite and also even some Call of Duty here on the channel as well. But right now, I just wanted to at least jump into a couple of different options when it came to the looter shooter side of things. So obviously Tarkov and Delta Force we've uploaded already on the channel. Not Delta Force, sorry, Tarkov and Arena Breakout Infinite are now on the channel, but Delta Force is definitely something that we will be looking to explore and looking to play in the upcoming future. But anyway guys, that is going to do it for this particular video here on Arena Breakout Infinite. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like rating and subscribe even to the channel for I can't get my words out in this outro and I don't know why, but let's try that again. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button and also like the video if you did enjoy this particular content. Also, I'll leave links in the description down below to all my social medias as well as my other channels and Twitch, so you can go and check those out if you so desire. But anyway, I appreciate you tuning in regardless, and I'll see you in the next one.